I'm going to say something, sellers, you may not love. If your home is sitting on the market, it's probably not because the buyers vanished, because buyers are still buying. They're just not choosing your home. And I know that sounds harsh, but it's exactly what's happening in the Charlotte market right now. Some Charlotte sellers are getting offers fast. I had a listing in the university area go under contract in 3 days, while another home right down the street expired after sitting on the market for 180 days. So the buyers were out there. They just were not out there for an overpriced home that did not match its condition. The difference is usually not luck. The listings I've taken in 2026 have got under contract much faster than the average Charlotte area listing. I've had sellers go under contract in little as 3 days, 7 days, and 21 days. And it's not magic. It's preparation, pricing, condition, marketing, and understanding that buyers are not acting the same way they did a few years ago. And that is what I want to talk about today, because I think a lot of sellers are getting bad advice right now, or maybe they're getting good advice and they're not taking it, which might even be worse. If your realtor is telling you don't do anything, the market is still hot, that is really not true anymore, at least not the Charlotte market. The real answer is this: if you decide you do not want to prep your home for sale, then you better price it really well. Otherwise, you're probably not going to get showings or offers you think you're going to get, because there are things you should absolutely do to get your home ready for sale, and there are things you should not do. So today, I'm going to talk about why some homes are selling quickly in the Charlotte market and why others are sitting, and what I look at when I walk through a home with a seller. And stay to the end, because I'm going to talk about one thing sellers can do to kill their launch before their home ever hits the market. I'm Maureen Mahood, broker owner, Sell Your Home Charlotte, here in beautiful Charlotte, North Carolina. And I work with buyers and sellers all over the Charlotte metro. And if you think about selling, this is the kind of stuff you want to think through before you start spending money. Because the goal is not to make your home perfect. The goal is to make your home make sense to the buyer at the price you are asking for it. And that, my friend, is a totally different thing. The Charlotte market has changed, but it's not dead and it's not a crash. Buyers have choices, and they are looking harder at condition, repairs, price, and monthly payment. And when buyers have more choices, they compare. And they are not just comparing your home to the one around the corner, they're comparing your home to other homes that fit what they want. I've had buyers with a 30-mile search radius. So you're not just competing with your neighbor. Buyers are not just asking, do I like this home? They're asking, do I like this home better than the 5 other homes I saw this weekend? And they are also asking, how much work am I going to have to do once I move in? And that's where sellers get into trouble. Sellers usually look at their home in isolation. Buyers do not. They are looking at your home, the updated home, the home with the better yard, the home with the lower price, that's offering some closing costs, and the new construction where everything's brand new. That's your competition. So when I sit down with sellers, I'm not just looking at the home, I am looking at the home against the market. And that is the part that people miss. The first thing I look at is price versus condition. Not just price, not just condition, but both. A home can be dated and still sell very well if it's priced correctly. And a home can need some work and still get attention if buyers feel like the price makes sense. But most buyers do not want to move in and immediately deal with a $20,000 roof, an HVAC system, a bad flooring, old carpet, a kitchen that feels like it needs to be ripped out. Buyers already feel like they are paying a lot for homes right now. So when price and condition don't match, those homes sit. And I know sellers do not always love hearing. They may say, the home around the corner sold for this much. But we need to look at, what did that home actually have that yours didn't? Was the kitchen updated? Was the flooring newer? Was the bathroom renovated? Was the roof newer? Did it have better curb appeal? There is a lot more to pricing than square footage and your zip code. And that's why I don't like lazy pricing. Lazy pricing is when someone looks at 3 homes and say, okay, listed this number. That's not enough anymore. You have to look at the condition, the updates, the layout, the lot, the location, your buyer pool, competing inventory, and what else buyers can buy for the same monthly payment. Because buyers are not just shopping price, they are shopping payment now. Rates are higher and insurance is higher and taxes are higher and the home needs maybe $20,000 worth of work, they just move on, even if they like your home. So the first question is not, what can we get? The first question is, what does the home need to look like to be the best choice in this price point? That is how I want sellers think. The second thing I look at is what buyers will use against you. And that is not always the same thing sellers think they need to fix. A lot of sellers want to start with the fun stuff, light fixtures, decor, backsplash, things that look good in photos. And sometimes those things matter, and a lot of times they do. But if your buyer is walking up to the house and they see rotten wood and things growing out of your gutters and peeling paint, dirty carpets, and the front door looks really rough, they are forming an opinion before they even get to the kitchen. Sometimes I've had buyers not even want to get out of the car. Their first thought is, this home has not been maintained. And once they think that, they start wondering what is going to show up on their inspection report. And that matters even more in North Carolina because we are a due diligence state. And buyers usually have to put money on the line to get you to take your home off the market. And if they think the home is not well maintained, they may not want to risk that money just to find out what else is wrong. That is not where you want your buyer's mind to go. You do not want buyers walking through your home like an inspector. You want them to walk in and feel like the home has been well cared for, like somebody loved this home. And that does not mean your home has to be perfect, because no home is perfect. It means clean, maintained, and easy to understand. So yes, handle the small things that make a home feel neglected. Touch up paint, clean your carpets, fix a loose trim, clean up the landscaping, replace anything that's broken, obvious, or cheap to fix, because if buyers can see it with their eyes, they start mentally thinking how much all these things are going to cost. And not because each one of these things is a huge deal, but because they send a message. It's not the message that you want. The third thing I look at is whether the home feels clean, bright, and easy to understand. Dark homes feel smaller and dark homes feel older. And dark homes don't photograph well. And buyers are making decisions before they ever step inside. They're looking at your home online first. If the photos are dark, cluttered, confusing, you can never even get a showing. Sometimes that means you need paint, change your light bulbs. Sometimes it means removing heavy curtains. Sometimes it means moving furniture around. And sometimes it means taking half the stuff out of the room. And I know that can be annoying, but buyers need to see the home, not all your stuff. And that does not mean your stuff's bad. It means the buyer is trying to picture their own life in that space. And if they have to work too hard, they just move on. The fourth thing I look at is whether or not the home has one clear story. So that sounds weird, but it matters. Let me tell you what I mean by it. Is this the updated home? Is this the best value home? Is this the home with the great yard? The home with the best location? Is your home the one-level living home? Is it the low-maintenance option? Is the home near the light rail, the greenway, the town center, or a commuter route? The value needs to be obvious. That's why marketing matters. Professional photos matter. Video matters more than ever. If your real estate agent is not comfortable in front of a camera, that's a problem. The floor plan matters. A good listing description matters. Neighborhood context matters, because sometimes the home itself is only part of the value. The location, the layout, the updates, the yard, the commute, the community features, and all the nearby options matter too. But you have to explain them. You can't assume buyers are going to figure it out, because they won't. And this is especially true if your home has something a little different. Maybe it's attached. Maybe the layout is a little unusual. Well, maybe most of the living space is on one main level. Maybe it has no HOA, or maybe it has a great HOA with a pool and a playground. Maybe it's close to areas people know, but not technically in that neighborhood. Is there anything buyers might not understand? You have to explain it before they turn it into an objection. Okay, the fifth thing I look at is the launch. And this is the part sellers really need to hear. The first 2 weeks matter, and they matter a lot. When your home first hits the market, that is when it gets the most attention. Buyers who have been waiting, agents have saved it in their searches, they're going to go see it. And this is your best shot at strong activity. If you launch too high, too messy, too dark, too cluttered, or before the home is ready, you may waste that attention. And once the home sits, buyers start asking, what is wrong with it? Sometimes there's nothing wrong with it. Sometimes sellers just miss the launch. And then they end up chasing the market. And what that looks like, price reduction. Those are the ones I like to take my buyers to go see. And sometimes the final sale price is lower than it needs to be because the seller wanted to test the market first. I don't like testing the market unless the seller fully understands the risk, because the market will answer you, and sometimes the answer is silent, and it's frustrating. That's why I would rather have a hard conversation before we list than have a worse conversation after 30 days on market. If the carpet is going to hurt you, I'm going to tell you. If I think the price is too high, I'm going to tell you. If I think you should not spend money on a full kitchen renovation, I'm going to tell you that too. Because this is not about spending the most money. It's about spending money where it actually helps. Different homes, different price points, different buyer pools, same basic strategy. Prepare the home, price it correctly, remove the objections, explain the value, and launch it well. That is not magic. That's the work. Okay, no agent can promise you that your home's going to sell in 3 days, 7 days, or 20 days. That depends on the home, the price, the location, the condition, the rates, the buyer pool at the exact same time that you're on the market. But you can absolutely improve your odds. So before you touch up anything, do not call a contractor first. Do not start buying fixtures. Do not replace things just because your neighbor did. And please do not start painting every room gray because someone told you buyers like gray, because gray is not what buyers like anymore. Start with a real walkthrough. Look at the homes the way the buyers will see it. Look at the online competition. Look at the recent sales. Look at the homes that are sitting. Look at the homes that went under contract quickly. Those are the ones that you really want to mimic. Then decide what actually matters. Sometimes the answer is paint and carpet. Sometimes it's deep cleaning and landscaping. And sometimes it's doing almost nothing and pricing it correctly. Sometimes it's fixing the one ugly problem that buyers are not going to be able to ignore. And sometimes the answer is do not spend that money because you're not getting it back. And that's the advice sellers need, not a generic checklist, a strategy. And the one thing I do not want you to do is to wait until the week before you list. That's how sellers end up rushed. That's how they make bad decisions. And that's how they spend money on the wrong things. And that's how they launch before the home is actually ready. If you are thinking about selling in the next few months, start early, even if you're not ready to list yet, because the best prep decisions usually happen before you are under pressure. If you are thinking about selling your home in Charlotte or the surrounding areas, I have a smart seller guide that walks you through what to think about before you list. I'll put it in the link below. And if you want me to look at your home and tell you what I would do or what I would not do and where I think you might be wasting your money, you can reach out to me. I'm Maureen Mahud, broker owner, Sell Your Home Charlotte, here in beautiful Charlotte, North Carolina. And if this was helpful, like this video and subscribe, because I talk about the real Charlotte market, not just the pretty version of it.